Hi, I'm Jessica Thompson and I teach 4th grade at Kansas Elementary. I love taking online classes. In fact, I did my master's degree online through Walden University. I'm currently working on my doctorate at North Central University and I'm taking classes to get my principal's certificate at NSU. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. The lesson I taught focused on the TLE Dimension 7 literacy. In this lesson, I tried to incorporate our math lesson, which was on probability that morning, into our reading lesson over Hatchet. To do this, I designed a spinner on the smartboard. The spinner had 6 possibilities on it. 5 of them were injuries, kind of like Brian in Hatchet got injured in the plane crash. And then 1 of them would be not injured. The students had 10-question worksheet over probability, and they got to go up and try the spinner, and they each had an injury, and if one of them's right arm was injured, then they had to write with their left arm, their left hand, for this lesson. After watching one of the videos, I think that one of my weaknesses is getting all students involved in the lesson and engaging the class in a good class discussion. When you're watching the video, be sure and keep an eye on the little boy in the black t-shirt on the left side. He's the class clown. Enjoy. Thanks. Okay, this is where I was introducing the lesson, talking about them listening for the the survival skills that Brian has and what he can use that he has on him to survive, like his hatchet and his windbreaker and his shoelaces. Then they're reading the novel, and then I begin to talk about the math lesson, and he's smiling and looking at the camera again. Anyway, we started talking about probability, and I tried to use that as the bonding agent between the literature and the math lesson for the day. I designed a spinner on the smartboard with the different injuries, and they got to come up one at a time to spin the board and see what kind of injury they would have while they were working on their group project. I also had them do a 10-question worksheet over probability over the spinner that they had just finished spinning. So asking him, like, what are the chances out of 6 that they would have a broken arm or a broken leg. This is when they began the group activity where they put food, shelter, weapons, and then they had to draw out of the envelope and decide as a group which category the one that they drew out would fit into. One of the students put Flint in the water group, and so I asked him about that, and we have Flint Creek close to us, and so he decided that Flint stood for Flint Creek, and so that's why they decided to put that in the water group. I also took him to the back table and discussed some books that I had on survival and showed them how to look up some ideas out of that for them to use as they wrote about what kind of survival skill that they wanted to use. Before they started writing, they were asked to write, pick a survival skill, how to survive a tornado, how to survive being lost in the woods. And before they started writing their paragraph about that, I asked them to do a little bit of research, go to the computers and use the library books that I had and get some ideas from them before they wrote how to survive. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, especially my class clown.